How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a really good day. The stock pot's simmering away on the stove upstairs. My wife has been in the kitchen most of the morning cooking, and man, I wish I could share with you what it smells like in here right now. It's absolutely wonderful. As we're getting down to the last few scraps of 2025, it's probably a good time to do a little bit of reflecting on what this past year has been like. Speaking from the perspective of my own emotional recovery, my own spiritual healing, the work's been pretty difficult. And at times, it's just been downright exhausting. But there's one thing I've learned these last many years, and that is when you plow deep, you're going to hit some big stones. It takes a lot to dig them out. But when you do, buried beneath them, you can usually find some pretty good, rich, fertile soil. And that's definitely been the case this year. My wife and I have watched our spiritual community continue to come together, to work harder than ever before, to get good at holding space for one another, and to really, really shift some heavy stuff. That's been wonderful to see. It's been wonderful to be a part of it all. My own practice has grown smaller, but deeper. The people I've been blessed to work with, man, they're just bringing their A game. They're doing whatever they need to do. And it is just wonderful to watch people rise to the challenges of their own recovery, their own healing. Be able to ride shotgun for them and to just serve that in whatever way I'm called to. I've found my own faith growing stronger too, in a way that I never thought was possible. If you had told me 20 years ago I'd have this much faith, I would have laughed right in your face. I had no idea what was possible. I've found my boundaries growing healthier, becoming more intact, really learning the difference between the curse of isolation and the necessary blessings of solitude. Being able to sit with solitude. Let it heal me. Find in it the gifts that can only be found there. I've watched acquaintances fall away. I've watched long-term friendships and family relationships deepen. We've talked about that quite a bit this year. Some of my family and I, how we've come through a lot together. And we've gotten older together. And with very few exceptions, we're now the old folks at the table. And we might be a little creakier and crankier than we used to be. But we're also a lot more content. We're content to be who and what we are, to take life as it is. It's a pretty good guess that none of us would want to repeat everything that happened this last year. I won't attempt to speak for them. For my own part, I am glad to have come through it. I am glad to have taken the lessons, taken the abundance, the benefits that have come from it all. The last thing I'll mention, although it's certainly not the last blessing, is that one of the greatest changes is that I no longer have the need to know where any of this is headed. There's a contentment that's finally come to look down at my feet to see what's there, to pick it up, to do with it whatever needs to be done, to set it down when it's finished, and to step into the next work, whatever that looks like. As we're headed into 2026, my prayer is this: I don't know how many of us will make it there, make it through the year. But for those of us that do, if Creator's willing, my prayer is that we walk through it together. We do the work that needs to be done. We carry that work out into the world so that it serves the highest good of us all. Till next time.